Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, fuck you can't even sing. Here's the sing when you get some pussy.
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Up to the natural talk for my arch. What's going on, everybody? It's the reboot. Mac and Free, but our names are not important. I am Mac, and he is the main man. Be Free. What's going on, baby?
What's going on? It sounds like they needed a reboot of Mac and Free. Let's get it.
They needed a reboot. Listen, I could not find Welcome Back, Carter, but I always knew that.
Hey, you'll be back! Hey, what you gonna do? Hey, you'll be back!
Ain't
You
nothing
better
else
tell
we
it,
can do but
mister.
come back, baby. We gotta, yeah. And by the way, Mr. came with Bernie Sanders to Prestige Barber College on Phillips Avenue. Go get your haircut there. Prestige Barber College. They, Gene, when you hear this, I want my check. But we
That's right. Blackness. Let's go.
We came back to talk about so much. We've got a special guest today that's going to come on and debate with us about Nas and hip-hop and his importance to it, and I can't wait for that. But right now...
Yeah, that's building off a discussion that we had
right
earlier
now,
in the week.
We on a shutdown, and first off, let's just start by, our last show, and the last show we did was August of 2018. So this is we in a reboot, rebrand. The music is still the same, but again, our topics are our topics. Our names are not important. We're just Mac and Free. We just two dudes don't know what the hell we talking about. Just trying to, figure it all out, man. That's all I know. But,
well, look, before we get started, let me just say, I do want to say this in recognition of what's going on in our world.
Come on.
Please be safe. Make sure you're hydrating, taking care of yourself, washing your hands, being cleanly. Because, like I say, we don't know where this thing is going. I know here in North Carolina, the school system has just decided for the state to shut down for 2 weeks. So just please be safe. But what better while we're quarantining our homes than to listen to Mac and Free? Let's get it.
Man.
What's up? What's up, D?
We're here for you. We're here for you. And speaking of schools shutting down, might as well go on and get this part out of the way.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
The NBA did the first shutdown, and Rudy Gobert. We just get to, when you talk NBA, you gotta go Bron first. He's always first, and I know this is where this topic is going.
He need to be as tight as his jersey is, but anyway, go ahead.
Hey man, when you 6'8", 260, your jersey's gonna be tight. They don't make.
Yeah, but his jersey is 5'11", 180. I need him to work on that. But anyway, let's go.
But here's the thing when we talk about Brian James is that NBA decided, Rudy Gobert. It's funny that he was the first one to get it, first off, but because he made the joke. It was like, I'm just, I'm gonna infect everything. But he was jokingly doing that, first off. But once they found out Rudy Gobert tested positive, they shut the entire season down, and they went into postponement. And the first question, because we're going to talk about this a little bit, the first question that was asked to me from anybody, by anybody I mean Be Freezy, was that is LeBron running out of time because of his was this the last go round for LeBron this season? Survey says no for me, but B. Freezer, what do you think?
Well, in my best Stephen A. vernacular, it's done. I think this. Let me be clear. If the season is done completely for 2019-2020, coming back next. Now the good thing is, hey, you can rest, be fresh, whether it comes back or not. But if it doesn't come back, man, teams are gonna reload, make moves. I think it might be this was the Lakers' best chance. I think it might be a done deal for Bron if they don't do it this year, man. I think it's a done deal.
I don't think it's a done deal, and it's really for one reason and one reason only, and that's because LeBron James is human. And for somehow, some way, at age 35, he's still playing as if he were 27 years old. And I hadn't been able to figure out how he's been able to do it other than drugs, and I'm pretty sure that's not the answer. But man, with when you consider how long he's been able to go, and I mean, Father Time is undefeated. Eventually, it will catch up with him. It obviously was not this year. I think, for one, the worst thing they could have done was postpone the season and then reboot that thing in late April, early May, because now you've given LeBron James a month and a half of rest, and he can come shooting like a cannon now, so that would make it worse. But the other thing is, he honestly had at least another year or two left. So it's hard for me to contend that LeBron is running out of time when he had a year or two left. So I can't get on that train because he had a year or two left. That one was a little hard for me. But I see why you would think that. Because you're not the LeBron hater. So if I were talking to a LeBron hater, I probably wouldn't even.
Well, I want to say this. I do want to say, like you recap. Best kept scenario is if it comes back end of April, beginning of May, where he's fresh. I think they run away with it.
Yeah.
But I think if it beleaguers and doesn't get done, an off season laying around, I think they lose that steam. Now they'll be fresh coming back next year, but I just think everybody else will be fresh in the East. Hopefully you have a Ben Simmons back. I think it'll be a lot tougher, is what I mean. I don't want to say they can't do it. So let me correct that. I don't want to say they can't do it, but I think this was the year to run away with it. I like the Clips, but I still think they got some issues. They might be a year away. But I think next year it's going to be tough. Go ahead.
I'm not sure they're a year away. And the reason I say that is because what I've been waiting for the Lakers to do is click. All right, let's see if they can click, because all this was kind of makeshift, put the parts together the best you can. And I wanted to see who could do that better, the Lakers or the Clippers. And it looks like it's going to be the Lakers, especially the way that they put a chokehold on the Clippers the last game. And I think this was the first or maybe the second game they played where everybody was healthy and everybody played. And to see what they did against a healthy Paul George and a healthy Kawhi Leonard with all of its new pieces, because they haven't played since the Clippers got their new pieces. The first two times they played, Clippers didn't have all their new pieces. And it was like, okay, let's see how it looks now with all the new pieces, because the Clippers are loaded. Let's just start there. They are. It's only a failure in LA if the Clippers don't win it. The Lakers, they don't win it, no big deal.
I must disagree. And
if they lose to the Clippers, it won't be as big of a deal as if it were.
Well, I disagree.
Big a deal because of LeBron, but I'm just saying the Clippers are.
I disagree.
Reggie Jackson is one of the backups.
That's why I disagree, because Reggie just got there. They've had injuries with their superstars. They haven't really had a cohesive unit together for more than maybe 15 games. I think they're a little further away. Now, then you look at the dynamic of LeBron and AD. Go ahead.
Got one question for you.
Go ahead.
If LeBron were on the